The last mind map we're going to look at is the Jellyfish Mind Map. And this mind map is designed to teach learners the difference between a fact and an opinion. And secondly, it teaches learners how to justify or substantiate their answers. So learners are taught to look at a question and decide when a factual or an opinionated insight is required. Now remember, this mind map also develops the skills of justification that teaches learners to give a reason for their answer. Now let's look at how we go about drawing this jellyfish mind map. So we have the head of the jellyfish, which is now broken up into two parts. The first part is the statement. This could be the topic, event, or content that is going to be discussed. Now this can be quite broad. That's why we've broken up the main topic into two parts. And underneath it, there will be a description or a statement about the event to make it a little bit more specific for the learners. I'll clear this up as we move along. Secondly, each arm of the jellyfish, you're going to place an opinion or a fact. So once you've read the question and you've understood what is needed, if you need facts, you need to put the facts in there. If you need an opinion, you need to put your different opinions in there. And then the little tentacles that come off the different arms, this is where you justify. You justify your opinions, why you believe what you've written down is correct, why you believe that this fact is important. And so learners almost learn to tie up all the information that they've put down on the page neatly to make a consolidated argument or point. So let's look at how it's going to look in their textbook or in their workbook. The top of the head of the jellyfish is your statement. Then underneath we need our facts or description about the topic or the event. Then we get our opinions or our facts. And then you get your justification. And this is, you justify as to why the opinions were given. Okay, and these must link to both the event and the opinion. They could also be examples. So let's look at an example together. Let's look at urbanisation. So the task given to the learners is discuss why cities in South Africa are growing. So the main or key topic will be urbanisation. And then the fact or description underneath is where an increasing number of people are living in town and cities rather than rural areas. So this is the element of urbanisation that the learners will be discussing. Next, learners put in their own opinions, their reasons why they believe there's an increasing number of people that are now living in towns and cities rather than urban areas. So out of all the information that they have gathered, these are their main reasons that they've chosen. So it could be migration, there could be pull factors, and there could be push factors. Now, that is the first phase for the learners to put their own opinion or facts down. Next, they need to justify why they've chosen migration, pull factors, and push factors as their reasons for urbanisation. So for migration, it could be that the changes brought around in South Africa from 1994 has provided better opportunities in various places. An example of a pull factor could be that there's better healthcare, water and sanitation, safety and security for people. And an example of a push factor could be that the poverty, crime, and little or no work job opportunities has really pushed people to move from rural areas into towns. So can you see we've got our main topic, we've described what's going to be discussed. The learner has given their opinion as to why they believe there's an increasing number of people living in towns and cities rather than rural areas. And then the second phase is they're justifying why they've chosen those reasons. And here they can provide examples and they can give facts. Now, once this mind map is completed, again, please remember to encourage learners to cite their information. Where did they get this information from? And they need to write it down. It could be an encyclopedia, from their teacher, from TV, the textbook. Again, there are many sources, but it is very important for learners to identify where they got their information from.